Hello people, and welcome to Crypto Exposed. Okay guys, got a post here from the HBAR Foundation which I thought I'd share with you because this is quite a big update. So they say, under CEO Charles Adkins, we're driving the ecosystem into a new era of growth, with a core focus on empowering grassroots community developers and growing the retail ecosystem. To make this possible, the Hedera Council has issued a substantial token grant to the HBAR Foundation. These tokens will be moved to the Foundation Treasury today, but will not be released on the open market. Okay, we've got a bit more, so let's continue on. Over the next 5 years and beyond, we will act as the most effective stewards of these tokens, incubating an unparalleled startup ecosystem on the Hedera network that enables retail applications to thrive and become one of the largest Web3 ecosystems in the future. Additionally, as part of the new grant process at the HBAR Foundation, we're implementing a new system to accelerate builders. This lies at the core of our token stewardship. Through this, the community can expect new developers and users, community-focused marketing initiatives, transparent and expedited grants processes, events and educational initiatives, safe, simple, on-chain tooling. Core ecosystem focus areas include DeFi, AI, NFTs, RWAs, DPIN, and DIDs. Here, we will showcase to the world that the Hedera network and its hashgraph consensus are best in class for scaling Web3 for mass adoption. We greatly look forward to sharing the work going on behind the scenes with the community in the near future. Okay, so, look. We obviously know that there was a whole controversy around the HBAR Foundation, and Charles Adkins put out a letter to the community regarding this at one point, which, I've told you already, I spoke on it. I really respected Charles for this, and he genuinely seemed like he really wanted to try and get the trust back of retail, because there was a lot of issues around what had happened with not only the whole thing with the BlackRock message with Shane Higdon. There was also the whole thing about how much the HBAR Foundation were getting paid in like bonuses and stuff like that, and getting paid by HBAR. And so there was a lot of issues. And, Charles said, this is something that I want to try and resolve. Like, I do want to try and see if I can look into this and see if I can, try and get some kind of order here and balance, because I know the community aren't happy. And so, Charles is now the CEO of the HBAR Foundation. And so, I feel like part of this move may have been because he wanted to try and, get right into the HBAR Foundation so he could actually make a real difference, a real change. Because at the time he was the CEO of the Hedera network. And I think the problem with that was, not the Hedera network, the governing council, sorry. And the problem with that was when he was trying to speak to the HBAR Foundation and find out things, believe it or not, the HBAR Foundation isn't connected to Hedera. Like, it's a separate entity. And so they didn't have to provide information and things like that. They could kind of be a bit more vague and elusive with certain information. And so obviously now we've got the fact that Charles Adkins is the CEO of the HBAR Foundation. He's within the system, right? So he can directly look, okay, what are you guys being paid? What's the situation? How does this all work? So I think he's now really genuinely trying to see if he can turn around the HBAR Foundation for the betterment of the Hedera network overall. I think that's basically what's going on here. And look, I can't say that whether Charles Adkins is going to do a good job, but this is a good start, right? Like, he's doing things here to try and, get the HBAR Foundation doing what they should be doing anyway, trying to expand the ecosystem growth of Hedera. And funding projects that they feel have good prospects, good future viability, basically, right? And so this is what we wanted to see, because this is the way it should be, right? This is what the HBAR Foundation ultimately was designed for. It was to help fuel the growth of the Hedera ecosystem by funding developers and things like that, right? And this is where a lot of the frustration came when I was hearing about the excessive pay that was going to the HBAR Foundation members, because I was like, well, there's developers here who want funding and want help, and you're not giving that to them. But yet there's, these guys who work at the foundation who, yes, they're doing a job, but they're getting paid excessively, right? And so that was a problem. And you know, like as they've said, this is going to be locked up in a treasury. So I don't think this is something that's going to ultimately go into the pockets of the employees at the HBAR Foundation. It does sound like this is going to be specifically set for, you know, the developers and to help boost the ecosystem growth of Hedera. So look, I've said this before. All we can do is give them a chance at this point, right? Like, let's see what happens if they continue to, you know, abuse the position, and we find out again, like they're still getting paid excessively and things are not really changing for the better. Then yeah, I'm with you guys. I'll say, look, you know, maybe the HBAR Foundation needs to be disbanded. Maybe that it's just not good overall for Hedera, because, you know, when you start affecting the retail, that we've said this before, like people think like, oh, okay, yeah, Hedera is based for enterprise, you know, grade solution software and that kind of stuff. So it's more built at like institutions and stuff like that. Yeah, that's fine. But you do need retail. Like, don't act like we're not a big part of your early success, because, you know, we're the guys who've got in and helped fund it. And don't get me wrong, it is one hand washes the other, because we invest in it because we believe in the potential of the network. So I'm not trying to dismiss that, but at the same time, we have helped them get there. So they need us, we need them, that kind of thing. Yeah. So my thing is, like, on their side, don't lose sight of that, because I can acknowledge that we need them too. Because if they, you know, if they just leave the project and stuff, then it's likely the project's not going to be that successful. So I understand that, but at the same time, without us funding, you wouldn't even have the money to create the HBAR Foundation to be able to give these guys money to help fuel grants and stuff like that to developers, right? So it's a thing where we're both helping each other out in the long term, in the grand scheme of things. So we'll see. For me, I think this is a positive. Like, it does look like they're trying to shift the focus back to what the original goal was, and that is to try and help developers. You know what I mean? And so I think that's obviously a massive positive. I can't say how this is going to pan out long term, because I really don't know, but I'm feeling positive, because Charles Atkins to me seems like someone who is genuine. Like, he really does seem like a genuine guy to me, and he does seem like he really does want to try and rebuild the trust back with retail. So I do feel like he's going to do his best to do this the right way, and I feel like he's going to make an effort to try and get things, you know, to try and restore trust. So look, we'll see how it goes. I'll keep you updated, but I think this is a good update. Personally, I'm willing to give them a chance. I'm willing to see where it goes, you know, and if it doesn't work out from there, then okay, you know, at that point we wash our hands of the HBAR Foundation and we see what we do from that step there. But until I've given them that chance to see what they can do going forward, I don't think it's fair to just continue to like push them and penalize them. Like, I think they at least have, you know, the right to an opportunity to redeem themselves. So I'm going to give them that chance. So I look forward to seeing what comes from this. Hopefully it is a positive thing. And yeah, I'll keep you updated on the developments. Thank you very much for watching this. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And hit that bell. Take care.